on the Lamppost.
Hello and welcome to the LampPod. It's me, Sam, and you,
Neil. I just saluted from my cheek.
Oh,
that was something I did.
something
I was like, "Yep."
The beard
Hey,
sends
cheekbone.
its hellos.
We're back.
We have returned.
Guess who's back with a brand new rap? And I don't mean rappers in a new case of child molested and accused.
What?
Eminem.
Oh, I didn't know that. Was that the lyrics was something about
Child molested. Yeah.
Right, okay, got it. Okay. So by the way, if we keep looking that way, it's because we've got a new camera set up and we keep forgetting that the camera's there.
Yeah, the camera's not the camera that we used to use on the webcam.
Yes.
On the laptop.
So it's a bit weird. And but also hello to a bunch of new subscribers, because we had a big bump for some reason. We were at like 799.
And now we're at like 820.
Yeah, 820.
Which is weird, seeing as we haven't done anything for like 2 months.
So maybe we just shouldn't do anything. And we'll
Yeah,
just
no,
keep
that's how we get
getting
famous.
subscribers. Yeah.
Whether that's PewDiePie,
Yeah.
purely because we've done fuck all.
Famous for doing nothing with the new Kardashians.
Oh,
Super
triggered. So yeah, we took some time out, and you guys voted, and we said quite publicly on social media that if you want us to come back onto the scene, onto the YouTube sphere, then vote Trump. And you did, which means you evidently want us, and that's the only reason anyone would ever vote for Trump.
Not that we're in any way associated with Trump, it's just if he won.
We're just his besties. We're just his best buds. I'm his hairstylist. I'm Mr. Trump's barber.
And I do the fake tan.
And he
I'm
does
the
fake
spray
tan.
tannist, the spray artist.
I'm a little better at it than he is.
Yeah.
But it's the...
Just sort of
what a mess of a world we're in. Oh my days.
But a world that isn't a mess. It's the world of superhero movies. And
I thought you were going to say it's the world of Doctor Strange, and I was like, no, that world is a mess. Have you seen
it's
what
an
that world
absolute
is?
mess. Yeah.
That world is like, raw. I'm walking in a straight line.
Upside down mirror world. Yeah, I was about to look at news, but then I remembered
Nudes.
we were gonna news.
Sam's nudes. Sam's looking at nudes.
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 News. All right.
Welcome to Fox News.
Weird. It's Foxes.
Foxy.
Nudes.
Fox. I'm a Mr. Foxy man.
Right, let's talk about Doctor Strange. What do we say about it? I mean, obviously this is spoilers if you haven't seen the
Yeah,
film,
I mean, it's been out for a week in America now, and 2 weeks.
2 weeks for us, I think. Yeah.
Britain. Which is where we're from, as we always say.
As you probably tell. We need to remind everyone
Yes, we
of
do.
everything.
It's been too long that they've forgotten who we are.
Who the fuck are these guys?
They're like Sam and Neil. What?
Who? Go away.
But no, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was an origin story. That's what it is, and it was reminiscent of Iron Man and Ant-Man and
Captain America, kind of, I suppose.
yeah, Cap and.
I mean,
It's an origin story, but it's their last origin story, which is good.
It's kind of like no one knows who Doctor Strange is outside of comic book
Yeah,
readers. It's like
I
you
had
need
basic
to,
knowledge,
Yeah.
and we did this for a while, so I feel like.
Yeah, you sort of learn time about things.
But
and,
apart from that, yeah, no, I didn't really know much.
yes, so I think honestly, if you have to make an argument for which superheroes do need origin stories, his is yes.
It's one that does.
Spider-Man, you don't need.
Oh,
Because
absolutely
everyone
not.
knows who
We've
Spider-Man
done it
is.
4 fucking times or something.
Yeah, something like that. So
go
it's
away.
You just get away with it, but Doctor
We
Strange.
know
needed
he
it.
has no uncle. That's okay.
Well, I mean, it would have been weird if they didn't do an origin story, because you would just get dropped into it. And it's like, oh, good, this guy's a wizard and he's a bit of a dick.
Well,
and his hands don't work.
You need origin stories for everyone who isn't in Civil War.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you want to get out of doing origin stories, Marvel, listen here, because we know how to make movies and make millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Send the money our way.
Send all the money. But no, if you want to get away with not doing origin stories, then sneak an origin into another film.
Yeah, exactly.
Have Captain Marvel show up in Thor Ragnarok or in Iron Man 4 or what, if they ever get round to that.
Yeah.
But don't just drop us in with a new character that we've never seen. Like Spider-Man, if he wasn't in Civil War, then you probably could have got away with not doing an origin story because everyone knows.
Yeah.
But these are characters not everyone knows.
Yeah, get the setup out of the way in someone else's movie, you know?
Yeah.
So let someone else take that baggage and
Absolutely.
you can jump into your own movie and do whatever you want.
You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
So I need to ask, what did you think of the ending. I think that's the thing that a lot of people are talking about the most.
The Dormammu.
I've come to bargain.
I have come
He
to
sounds
bargain.
Irish, but he's trying to do American.
I've come to bargain. Dormammu. 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 I've come to bargain, Dormammu.
Dormammu.
Have you tried to turn it off and on again? No, I got pissed off of it in the moment. I was like,
Why?
come on, like
that was
do something cool.
Yeah.
Like this is just Benedict Cumberbatch doing many takes.
Yeah, literally, that was every take they did. And they were like, wait, we can just use that.
Yeah,
genius, time stone.
Like I was just like, I was okay with it because obviously it was the time stone and obviously it was clever and,
it's like a different...
Strange doesn't want to kill anyone and all that, and I understood that. And you had the boss battle going on Earth with Achilles or whatever his fucking name is.
I don't know. Yeah,
Caecilius.
Let's go with Achilles. Fuck it.
With Mads Mikkelsen and James Wong.
Yeah.
And
Benedict
Wong.
Benedict
Wong. Is it Benedict Wong?
It's Benedict. Yeah, because it's Benedict Cumberbatch. Benedict Wong.
Oh, I thought it was James Wong.
That's his brother. I don't know.
So and Wong.
And Wong.
Yeah. And Ichijo I wish I knew his name because he's an amazing actor.
He's a really cool guy.
And I'm just annoyed that I can't pronounce it.
Mordo. Let's go with Mordo.
Mordo.
Green guy. Guy in green.
No, I'm going to stick with Ichijo. Maybe that's why Benedict Cumberbatch went Irish. He just tried to say his name. Because I hold the door. Throwback. But no, yeah, I was okay with it, and there was like with every Marvel movie, there's always gonna be something I don't like, and that was just one of the things. That
The token thing you don't.
No, I just didn't like, and apart from that, I was okay with it.
Did you sort of see where it was going as it was happening? If that makes sense.
Yeah, because like everyone else in the cinema, I saw where it went as it happened.
No, because like when we obviously we watched it together, but literally as soon as he died, straight away, I think it was to you or someone. I turned to someone. I was like, they're just gonna keep doing this over again, aren't they? And then he came back.
Yeah,
and it was like, Dormammu. I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
I was with dogs.
Woof woof.
That's actually quite funny. I was about to say I was with we watched it.
I was with dogs
with the Lamppost, and my girlfriend was there, and she was asleep, and she woke up to just Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And she was like, and I saw her. I looked over and she went.
Nope.
I was like, okay, that's an understandable thing. I can see why it's silly, but
yeah.
Okay, so it was a decent film.
Yeah.
There was my main issue with it, apart from I can't speak. It's been 2 months.
Me too.
My main issue with it has been the ending. I wasn't a huge fan of just because I was like, okay, this is something Marvel have never done before. That's fine.
Yeah, it's
cool. It's as long as he doesn't do this all the fucking time, I'm okay with that.
Literally, Infinity War is the same ending.
That's why it's called Infinity War. It's just over and fucking over again. I've nailed it.
Hit it on the
Russos, listen up. But no, and my other main issue with it was the fact that Strange was really sort of, he juxtaposed himself a lot. He'd be like, he had that bit where he was doing the out of body thing, and he had the fight with the shocker.
Yeah.
With the and so they shot him, and he was like, I have power. And he's like, shot me again, and he killed that guy, and then he was like, in the moment, he was like, fuck yeah, bitch, and then like 10 minutes later, he was like, I didn't mean to kill him. I was like, yes, you did. Yeah. You were like that was on purpose.
Yeah, I know. I get that. It was definitely a weird sort of moment because I didn't see that coming. Like he sort of, he bent over and he saw like the
that's a
guy's
bit from the comic
corpse.
books, and
is it really?
That's done with Night Nurse.
Oh.
And interesting fact in the comics, Rachel McAdams.
I think so. Yeah.
They because there's Amy McAdams, Rachel McAdams, and Amy Adams. I think.
Right. Okay.
I think that's three of all of the sort of same.
Sort of hovering around Hollywood, getting each other's jobs.
But no, yeah, and the character Rachel McAdams was playing ends up becoming the Night Nurse, and
right, yeah.
They hand that title over to someone else, and then her, which I was like, cool. And yeah, in the comics, there's a bit where Strange is
helping her through
his surgery.
That's really cool.
Which is like a cool
idea as well.
And it's a cool idea, and they transpose it to film really well.
Like how he lit behind his own sort of flesh as well to show her where to sort of put the needle in. So that was really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, I was just like, and when the dude like was knocked out, and then like you saw like I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about it is, it seems to be that Doctor Strange is the first character in this universe that actually has reservations about killing people.
Yeah.
Because like Iron Man.
Well, Iron Man now
people.
has.
Yeah, I mean, even now it's just, but he's still that kind of like, I mean, you know, he like, the implication is he went to Afghanistan and like stopped the war and everything. And, you know, Iron Man 2 is like, I made world peace and all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's a soldier. He's that kind of like.
He's become a soldier. He's become a weapon. He's not.
Exactly, yeah. And obviously Captain America fought in the war, so of course he killed people. Bruce Banner obviously has killed people not wanting to.
Bruce Banner is probably the closest thing they have to like a Batman.
Yeah, like he doesn't want
Snyder
to.
Batman. We're back with the Snyder Bat shit. Oh yeah, we're back, baby. But yeah.
So I think it's, and like now we're gonna get obviously Spider-Man. He's not a killer. Doctor Strange is not a killer. I think this new set of like Avengers, maybe, I don't know, Black Panther. I assume he doesn't. He was gonna kill Bucky, but I think he learnt in Civil War to not like take vengeance and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the next sort of
people
once we get rid of the old,
consume them.
Yeah.
I will not let it consume me. That was a great line. I was like, what a cool thing.
And then he stops the bullet with his hand.
Down.
That happens 3 times. Do you know that happens 3 times in that film?
And I'm okay with that.
I can't remember this one.
There's one of them, him catching the arrows.
There is that one, yeah, where it sort of blows up. But like, there are 3 times when someone puts their hand over the gun. Like, it's
Bucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when Iron Man points one at his hand and obviously he stops it.
Yeah.
Black Panther stops the dude from killing himself. There is another one. I can't remember what it is.
There's got to be Bucky, surely. He's got metal on.
I would assume so, because he does that and like the yeah, it's probably.
I'm pretty sure he just uses it as a shield.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's one of my favourite parts of Civil War is Iron Man. Sorry, we'll get back to Doctor Strange soon. Is Iron Man's like fake like pulsy hand.
Yeah.
And he goes up and fights Bucky, and it's that look of when Bucky shoots, his hand recoils, smashes his glasses. That's what gives him the black eye.
Yeah.
And then he just looks at his hand like, that's like that's Robert Downey Jr. acting his ass off, and I love it. It's just like
that is
what?
It must be his best performance in that film, I think. Not like
just
ever.
that one bit.
No, but I mean, but like even like the argument they have when they're in that sort of boardroom, just him and Cap and.
How about I punch you in your perfect teeth?
Yeah. And like they're saying about how he's locked up Scarlet Witch in the house.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, she's just safe in the house. He's like, oh, she's a prisoner. And then he's like, oh, just give me a break and all this stuff. It's so good.
It's just well timed, and that's why looking back on it now, like at the time not so much, but looking back on it now, Iron Man 3 is such a good film.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Iron Man 3 is great.
It's a good film because it gives It's the reasoning behind all of Tony's stuff. Tony doesn't want to do the Avengers anymore, so he creates Ultron.
Exactly.
Tony doesn't want to necessarily be to blame anymore for what's happening.
So he's letting his like machines
does
do
Ultron. He doesn't have to experience it, and then he regrets Ultron. So then he agrees with the Accords, and that's all to do with the post-traumatic stress that
is shown
discussed in Iron Man 3, and it's just a good film.
It's so good.
It's got some stupid shit in it. The Mandarin was.
Yeah, that was a bit. I mean, it's a cool twist.
What is it, Guy?
Who
plays?
Is it Guy Ritchie?
No, it's not Guy Ritchie. Is the director.
No, that's Shane Black.
No, Guy Ritchie is the agent.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. I have no idea. What the hell?
Good Shane Black film. Go watch Nice Guys. Nice Guys. Nice Guys. You there.
Is that Shane Black?
Go watch. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I need to watch it.
It's a fucking great movie.
We'll get round to it at some point. But yeah, Doctor Strange. What were we saying? Oh, right. So there were 2 things that bugged me about the film. Mm-hmm. It could be longer. It's actually the first time I would say a film. It wasn't even 2 hours. I felt like it could have benefited.
They popped out at the end. There was a big sort of cop out.
I'm totally fine really with the ending. I feel like we needed more time before his crash, because it was. Here's him in a hospital being a dick.
Yeah.
Here's him in the car he crashes.
Yeah.
I think he was going to a party. He should have went to the party and on the way back crashed.
But I think the point is he's
just for the character of it. Just so we can see how he interacts with other people and like how he's pretentious and like, I'm better than you. Like, just give him some of that.
Yeah.
You know? So when he crashes, you're a bit like, fuck this guy. And then when he redeems himself, you're like, oh, you know what? Cool. Good on him.
No, yeah, I did think, actually, now you're saying it, I think, yeah, they could have dedicated 10 more minutes at the beginning.
Yeah.
Bring it up to 2 hours. Because it's 150 in it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Bring it up to 2 hours, but just dedicate that time to the beginning of the movie with just Doctor Strange being brilliant and a bit of a dick.
Exactly.
Because that's what Iron Man's paced so well because...
By the 40-minute mark, he's still in the cave. Like,
yeah, and you get like 20 minutes of him like partying, travelling to Afghan, being in Afghan, and then you see the opening scene again, and you're like, oh,
here he is in the cave.
And that's like after the 20-minute mark. That's
yeah.
That's a well-paced time. That's enough time for you to get to know Tony Stark, whereas you don't really get to know Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's just sort of like, oh, this guy crashed, and now he's upset.
Yeah, you don't get to know Stephen Strange. You get to know Doctor Strange.
Yeah. And then my other sort of complaint would be, like, again, with like length of the film, it would be good if they just had a bit more of him learning magic, I feel.
Yeah, he became very good at it very quickly,
yeah.
Which was, I guess, the point.
Because he's supposed to be really smart, I suppose.
He's got a photographic memory.
Yeah, exactly.
That just all felt a bit too Sherlock for me.
Yeah.
That was this is the best I've ever seen Benedict Cumberbatch act. This was the first point where I was like, I'm not watching Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm watching
especially
Strange.
When he's like big bearded and he's like, when he has the argument with Rachel McAdams, Amy, whatever her name is,
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, when she's like, when she comes home and she's like, "Are you alright?" and he's like, "You just pretend to like people, don't you? Because you're so nice and all this stuff."
Yeah.
And like, he's so, like that was really powerful. I thought.
Yeah, and but it's justified.
Yeah, because obviously he's just so, you know, he's
because that had a very sort of a risky chance of becoming Sherlock, becoming like, I'm smarter than you, so this is what I do.
Yeah,
like,
therefore,
I'm just separated from human emotion.
Yeah.
But this didn't, and it was like, I'm feeling like shit. You're constantly trying to tell me to just cheer up. Fuck you.
Leave me alone.
Just GFY cunt.
And like what I think I kind of appreciate about that is, it wasn't that kind of romantic subplot.
No,
like, they didn't have their big kiss. She just sort of kissed him on the cheek and left, and like it was like they didn't get together.
There wasn't really a love story in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, she was sort of just.
There was more like reminiscence of a love story,
which is interesting. They've never done that before. Where it's like they must have had a romance in the past, but
they didn't just resolve it. They just end up as like friends.
Yeah.
I wish. Okay, so yeah, now you've said it. I wish there was more stuff at the beginning, more Stephen Strange, more him being posh. And there was a bit in the trailer where he's playing piano.
Yeah.
That didn't make it into the film.
Exactly. Where's that gone? Give us an extended cut.
Like, and that just would have been a really interesting shot to just see him using his hands and just being like,
you know,
and then maybe after the accident he sits down and he's like. Dong, 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 dong. And he just can't do it, and there's frustration there, and
so you get that sort of like parallel.
I'm pretty sure he sells the piano. I'm pretty sure the piano disappears after one of the shots.
Because his whole house pretty much empties, doesn't it?
Because he's only got the one watch left, and like at the beginning you see that jewel. That jewel is fucking insane.
Spinning around.
The spinning watches. I'm like,
it's like overkill.
Yeah, I'm like, who? Who needs a jewel?
I'm assuming that's real, right? They wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's not CG.
No, I mean, but like that's like an actual commercial product that people buy. Is just a spinning.
Yeah, no,
watch,
you can get like.
That's ridiculous.
And all the watches were like well over $1,000.
Fucking hell. That's when you know you have money.
They were like Omega and Rolex, and like it was insane.
That's madness. What was the brand of the watch that Rachel gave him? Not Rachel, but like
the actual one he like keeps.
Yeah, the one that broke.
I don't know. I caught it during the thing, and I was like, oh look, it's that brand, but now I don't know.
Which begs the question, by the way. Mm-hmm. I know it's symbolic that he keeps the watch broken, but we've established that he can make an apple come back by reversing time. Can he just go and then like make the watch?
Yeah, but the watch would also change time.
Yeah, that's a point. It
would never be the correct day again.
Yeah, but then you just change it.
What if he changed all of time?
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, but then he wouldn't be a sorcerer. Go back in time. Yeah.
And he does that, and he's like, No! Stop shaking!
You like slowly lose the power to go back in time as he's going back in time.
What if he did it to his own hand?
Well, that's the other thing I was thinking. Like, would that work? Like, is it isolated to one part of the body? Like,
Would he be able to just and then I can be a surgeon again?
Yeah. Well, this is the one thing I hate about time stuff in just any film.
It's E equals MC squared and it can be done.
Yeah, but it just brings up too many questions, and it's like so the finale when he's reversing time in is it China? Where are they? Is it Hong Kong? Yeah, and like the building is obviously reversing back up.
That was cool.
So is that to the isolated area? So people standing miles away would be looking at it like, what the fuck? Or is he reversing the whole planet?
I'm gonna say the whole planet.
Right, but then that seems even
because otherwise there'd be news reports of that shit happening.
Yeah. I hope there is news reports of that shit happening, because I think that would be more fun. Because obviously...
But how do you reverse time on one thing?
Yeah, but think of it this way.
But then he does the apple.
He does the apple, right? So... Do you see what I mean? So suddenly there's a lot of questions.
Your brain will explode.
It already has, dude. It's just... I've been thinking about it too much. Yeah. So I would like to think that it was just the isolated area. But then once you start thinking about that, it's like, check to see if
is
it still going?
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't see the little light. I was like, huh?
Oh my god. But yeah, so like people stood right on the edge of the time changing. Are they like?
Are they dead?
I don't fucking know. Probably. I'm just confused.
Confused.
Leave in the comments what you think happened.
What happened?
Was it the whole world going back in time, and by extension the whole universe going back in time, or was it just? I'm assuming it would be the block.
So we want to keep this one fairly short.
Yeah.
And we've got about, let's say, 10 minutes or so left. Shall we do a rundown of everything we've missed for the last 2 months? Try and remember everything? Because I think the first thing we missed, because we missed it mainly because we were on the cruise.
Right.
We were on holiday. Watch the video. Shameless self-promotion.
What we did on our holiday.
But yeah, we were on the cruise when Suicide Squad came out.
Yeah.
And then we never spoke about it on...
Yeah, that's a point.
The LampPod, I think.
Shall we talk about it?
Shall we just do like 3 opinions on Suicide Squad and then move on like next film?
Yeah, it wanted to be Guardians, very disjointed. The studio ruined it probably.
Joker was pointless.
It was so bad.
Croc was pointless. Villains were pointless. Movie was pointless.
Everyone was pointless. Yeah.
I'm just gonna get pointless.
It shouldn't have been a world-ending event. It should have been like an isolated event that only villains could do.
Yeah.
So like they had to kill someone. Like you can't expect the good guys to kill. I mean, even though they've already established that Batman does that, give us a reason to be like, this is why we have to get villains to do it and not just a bunch of mercenaries or the superheroes. Yeah. We have to get you to do something that we would never do ourselves.
I don't want to see that movie ever again.
No.
So since seeing the film, I've been like, I'm going to give it another chance. I'm going to watch some bits on YouTube. Let's focus on the good. So I went back and I watched all the things that were good. So like Deadshot and Harley Quinn. And I was like, you know what? Maybe the Joker was okay. So I watched the Joker.
And he wasn't.
And I was like, you know what? I'll stick with Deadshot and Harley Quinn. They were good.
Yeah.
Diablo was good as well.
Yeah, Diablo was cool.
Diablo was great.
Apart from the bit where he was like, I don't want to be part of this family. Then 10 minutes later, he was like, you're my family and I'll die for you. Like
what?
Like, what? You're not a family. Like, you had one drink together. Now we're a family.
Yeah, okay. So I went back and I watched it and I was like, you know what? The Harley Quinn stuff was amazing. The Harley Quinn and Joker like backstory was like decent. I just didn't like the Joker. There's that weird bit where Harley Quinn and the Joker are doing the like black suit, white shirt.
Yeah, they're recreating
the red and black like Harley Quinn.
Oh, I'm pretty. Once again, it's literally it is literally an actual panel from a comic.
Which was like, I was like, cool, and I remember watching the film and being like, cool.
Yeah. But again, it was like, it's almost wasted because it's like, what was the point?
Yeah, and I'm like, I remember going, cool. Now why?
But that's exactly right. This is the problem that DC movies have is they keep going like, how can we make a cool moment? Whereas Marvel's like, how can we make a good film?
Yeah,
you know, and
with cool moments in it.
Yeah, exactly. So like, Batman v Superman was like, how do we get that shot of
of Batman.
Batman. Yeah, how did you know that was the one I was going to say?
Because that's the shot.
Yeah,
that was
is
the best shot in the film.
Where it's like the cape is perfectly in position, and it's like it is a comic book panel.
Yeah.
And then he zip wires away, and you know, like how can they?
It's basically okay. So prime example of movie trying to be cool by doing comic book things but terrible is Hulk.
Yeah, because they were like, how do we adapt a comic book into film form by keeping it a comic, and like each scene transition is like a panel change.
Yeah.
And then when
and for some reason there's just shots of nature because
yeah. And when the general dies, he goes like, "Argh!" And then he like freeze frames, gets like an outline cut out of him. Everything else fades behind him, and it goes to a different shot, and he's still there. And it's like, what are you doing?
But like that was them going, we've got this cool idea.
Let's do it and not ask anyone if it looks cool.
What else came out? Okay, so Suicide Squad. What else came out? What else have I seen? I saw Miss Penegree's Pedigree Chum's Home for Children
Not
with
very good.
Special Needs.
Bit poo.
It was terrible. It was real bad. There's some really great stop motion animation in there. But apart from that,
Eva Green, was she good? She's usually
she was
alright.
okay. She was okay.
Yeah.
She was one of the better things.
One redeeming
Isa
thing.
Butterfield. It was weird because they had Isa Butterfield and Chris O'Dowd playing father and son, but they were both American.
It's like, why are you? What's the point?
I was really confused. But
Are they both Irish?
Isa Butterfield's British,
Right.
And Chris O'Dowd's obviously
Okay.
American. They're both capable actors, and they were both like, I was like, okay. I forgot Isa Butterfield was English, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But their granddad is like the really over the top British dude from. Have you seen The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
You know the butler.
Maybe I haven't seen it in a long time.
The butler.
He's like a ghost butler or something.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Get Smart? No. Okay. Those are my only two movies I know he's in.
Right.
But yeah, he's the butler. He's like evil and British, and I was like, he's British. Like he might not be, but he's one of those Americans with the weird British accents. I was like, why is he not just British? Why does he have to be American?
Yeah.
for this?
What is the? Yeah.
It was weird.
To be faithful to the book or something.
That was some bullshit.
So that is another.
Yeah, big on that. I saw Deepwater Horizon.
Yeah.
Have you saw that as well?
No, I haven't.
Did you not? Did you not get around to see it?
I was going to go and see it.
I swear you said to me like, "Oh, I'm seeing this tomorrow." And I was
Yeah,
like, oh, cool.
I think I ended up seeing the Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent
Seven.
Magnificent.
Which is, have you seen Magnificent
I
Seven?
haven't actually.
It's quite good, actually.
It looks good. It's one of the things I regret not seeing.
Definitely. If it's still, is it not in cinema anymore? Probably not. No.
We go to see films all the time because we can, and we pay monthly to see a lot.
To see whatever we want. So, but yeah, Magnificent Seven was actually. I was surprised it was quite good.
I mean, I think a lot of people had problems with it because of the original, but neither of us have seen the original.
No.
I think I might have once on TV, but not been paying attention.
Which is weird. Like, there were things about that film that I didn't know. Obviously, I don't want to go into them. I don't really want to spoil them. I prefer people to see it. But like, there are things about that film that are very sort of faithful to the original film.
Okay.
Which I didn't know about the original film. Like, the ending is just, it's like, holy shit. Like, it's really cool.
Okay.
So definitely
Cool.
see that, I think. And I'll try and see Deepwater
Horizon. And Deepwater, definitely see Deepwater Horizon. It's insane. It's like, I saw it alone in the cinema whilst I was waiting for someone to do something. So I was like, I have like 2 hours to kill.
Yeah.
I'll go see that. Saw it, and I was like crying at the end, but it wasn't like it was like it was just like a lonely tear, and I was like
of like manliness.
And I was like, I'm so sad this happened.
Right.
I was just like, it was like an angry tear. I was like, why did this happen?
Angry at BP. Like.
I was like, fuck you, BP. But yeah, it's just a really good film.
But there's no like agenda to that film.
No, there's no like fuck you, BP. It's just like, these are the facts. This is what happened.
There's no like give money to the environment at the end.
No, it's at the end of it. It's like this movie is dedicated to the 15 people who lost their lives on this thing, which is a miracle when you watch it. Wow.
How did they sort of?
And then they just show like wedding footage or like a picture of all the 15 people, and they just dedicate like a good like 2 minutes just to each, like not to each person, but to showing this list of people and like
that's cool,
giving them their moment.
That's nice when they do that.
Yeah,
and there's no agenda.
But apparently,
like...
there's a really nice scene. So obviously, like Mark Wahlberg survives. That's
right.
It's a true story. So like that's who it's told by. That's the point of view it's told by.
Yeah.
And but there's a bit at the end where he goes to this hotel to wait for his family to come meet him, because like obviously they'd not been planning to, so they put them all up, everyone on the Deepwater Horizon in this hotel. And there's a bit where Mark Wahlberg goes in, sits down, starts watching the news, and he just collapses on the floor, and he's just like crying and just like breaking down, and he's in complete shock. And then like his family walk in and they're like, "What's happening?" Like it's just like, it's like I was like,
is it kind of like
it was like Captain Phillips.
Yeah,
it was like the end of Captain Phillips. It was that whole thing of everything. He's been through all of this shit, and then it's finally sunk in.
You know what's interesting about Captain Phillips, to sort of just tangent a little bit? That scene where the woman's like, "Is this your? Do you know whose blood this is?" That's an actual, like, she's actually military or Navy.
Oh really?
And they said to her, "Just go in there, do exactly what you would do for anyone, and he's going to just act off of that." So literally, she goes in and does like procedure. She's like,
"That's awesome.
I'm going to open up your shirt now. How you feeling, sir? Keep talking to me." And he's like, "What's going on?" And it's like, it's so good.
Tom Hanks is insane.
Yeah, the fact that he could do that with like an actual person, like, that's mad.
Okay, so going back to that question where it's like, "Is this your blood?"
Yeah.
And I think she goes, "Whose blood is this?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "What?" It's like, that's not mine.
Yeah.
And it's that line, and that line he just breaks down after that, and you're just like, oh,
it's just like the breathing.
Oh, Tom, stop, man!
You're so good, man. Slow down.
You didn't do this. You've got a trailer.
You are a millionaire.
What else I see? Fucking hell! I've seen so much. That's the problem with having these.
Just to have a depressing ending to that.
That bit.
Yeah, apparently, she then obviously went back to her Navy career and actually got bullied for being in the film.
What?
I can't remember. She might have even committed suicide.
What?
I know. Not to be like absolutely downer on it. She either quit or like, yeah.
That's so...
Because people are like, "Oh, you were in that film." Ooh. I don't know why. Like, who bullies someone for doing that?
That's so shit.
She got like outcast.
I hate the human race.
You're right. And it's like,
what the fuck?
Her other Navy friends outcast her for that. I don't know why. So yeah, that was the LampPod.
No, let's talk about something else. So
on a later note,
last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I saw. What did I see? I saw Trolls and Jack Reacher 2.
Oh dear. Oh god. Double whammy of just absolute.
Both alone.
Horrific. How'd that go?
Trolls was weird to watch alone.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was so bizarre.
Yeah.
I was sat there, I was like... It was a family next to me. I was just like... I hope I like this, but at the same time, I hope I don't, because I don't want to laugh at any moment in this film.
I don't want anyone to notice me.
It's just like... Because I've got a distinctive laugh as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, please do not be funny, movie.
That's the first time you want a film to actually be shit. Just... Damn.
It was okay. It was a okay kids film, which I guess in any other rate would be a terrible movie.
If you had to rate it from Lego Movie to Minions, where does it stand?
Probably on par with like Shrek the Third.
Okay. So it's just kind of just there.
Yeah.
It just exists.
Yeah, just one of those films you don't hate it.
You just tolerate it.
Yeah.
What, Jack Reacher?
Jack Reacher 2 was like Jack Reacher 1 I really enjoyed because it was an action movie.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Watch it.
I think
it's on your list.
Yeah,
Watch it.
I think I've seen the scene where I think like some girl is trying to bait him into like trying to get with her. Is that right? And then like the guy's like, "I'll see you outside," and then they go outside and he like fucks him.
Yeah.
Doesn't he say like, "I can predict the future. I'm gonna beat up 3 of you, and 3 of you are gonna run away" or something?
Yeah, he's like, "Here's how this is gonna play out."
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does.
And then it goes exactly like that, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" and they like run away.
But yeah, Jack Reacher 2 is kind of like that, but then they add in this whole thing of he's got this daughter-like character to look after.
Is that just like a Tom Cruise cliche at
I
this point?
feel like
Tom Cruise has a daughter cliche. Ding!
I was just like, that's not needed.
Yeah, just GFY, you know.
Yeah, I was like, put Jack Reacher on the back foot. That's great. Don't give him someone who's a liability to have to.
Yeah, it's just like.
Also, there was
boring.
a really annoying thing, which I might get shit for this or whatever. Not that anyone will listen to these because it's been 2 months. But
Leave
there
in the
was,
comments
an
if you
annoying
stuff.
thing of Robin Schabotsky, Kobe Smulders, character in it, being a woman major,
Right.
sergeant major, I think. I don't know. I can't remember what her position was. But she was like high up in the military, and she was like, "I've worked hard for this. Like, I'm a woman. Like, obviously I've worked hard for this." And I was like, I respect that.
Yeah.
But then like
And
there's
she's
a
like, I worked hard for this.
but there's a bit where like Jack Reacher's like, he's like, I gotta go find these bad guys, and she's like, no, I'm going. It's like, no, one of us has to stay here and look after thing, and she's like, so I have to do it because I'm a woman. It's like, no, I just. This movie's called Jack Reacher. I was just like,
Nice.
but I was just like, and she was like, you're always putting me down for being a woman. I'm like, no, he's not. He's just this is his plan.
This is Jack Reacher.
This is his plan. He's planned this out. Let him go do it and shut the fuck up. Like,
I think
you have your moments.
I think it's a sign of just bad writing
just
when that kind of when they resort to that, like, oh, it's because of like whatever, you know. It's just don't do that, you know.
I'm trying to think what else I've seen in the time.
It's like trying to be like, yeah, we're being nice and like inclusive and equality and everything, but by doing that, you're being like,
But
by
there's
being in your face.
doing
about
that, and then there's too much of that.
it. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Don't be like, oh, put me
We
down
fucking did it.
because I'm different, you know. Like,
Yeah, it was annoying because it was fine. Like for the most part, it was like okay, like yeah, she's like I get where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Like this means a lot to her. But at the same, and I was just like,
so it just felt unjustified when it happened, sort of thing. It was just
it was like justified, but it was just like we know
we
Like,
get it.
you've done this quite well up until this point in the film, making this obvious and clear and whatever, and then like they kind of. So after that, he goes off on the mission anyway. It's like fuck you, you're a woman, you're vaginally endowed bitch. But then he then goes off and he does this mission, and when he comes back, she's like, they're talking, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, and she's like, you don't get it. This just means more to me because like people who were killed were my people, like they were under me, so it's like.
Yeah.
She sees it as her fault, and I'm like, that's your reason for making her want to do it. Don't make her turn around and go, because I'm a woman. It's like, no, that she has an actual reason. Just say that.
Yeah, like she has a legitimate motivation. Sort of
Like,
thing.
I was just like, oh, fuck you.
Damn.
I don't think, I've probably seen a lot of other things in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
I hope I
I
have.
think those are probably the most
Obvious,
notable ones, sort of thing. And I think we're coming up to sort of an end.
40, we're at the 40-minute mark.
Yes.
Didn't even mean to get here. Well, actually, we're probably just short of the 40-minute
We
mark.
are still filming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Sweet.
Little flash.
So, to be honest, I can't really tell. I can't even see from here. But yeah,
little flash.
we'll see. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to let us know.
Yeah,
in
we
the
will
comments
definitely be doing more.
We're about to film some more stuff. Obviously, it doesn't
But-
make sense in the way we're recording them. Some of these might go out before or after.
Yeah, we're about. Well, this one will definitely be the next one up.
Yeah.
So we will be filming 4 other videos
today. So.
So we'll be wearing the same clothes for the next like 6 months.
This is the next 6 months of content all filmed today.
I was thinking, like, do I bring other clothes and just like change?
Change. Yeah.
But no, yeah. So we're gonna film some things that we can put up stuff sort of semi-regularly. I feel like these will probably become fortnightly. now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I feel like it's going to be more of a, is there something we want to talk about?
Yeah.
Let's do a pod.
It's gonna be less news based and more just opinion based
and
and just
something
what-
happened, let's
yeah.
talk about it.
And if we see something, we'll do like a full review of it, like
Yeah.
for a half-hour space.
Sweet. More Sonic Adventure and Be Honest Way, if you enjoy that.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of views on those.
Have you only got a part 3 to put?
I have got a part 3 ready to go.
Is that the last part?
Yeah, that'll be all the
Okay,
footage
off
then.
the footage we have.
Yeah. So thank you very
Cool.
much for watching. Please leave a like.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what I used to say at the end of these.
Leave a like and
Was it
spank.
hit like and
spank.
hit like and smack subscribe. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.